welcome to the Syntarg. This is a underpowered Chinese gun, about 9 foot-pound. It's distributed by SMK, and this is the 2.2 version. 102 centimeters in length, so it's quite short as well, and the barrel is 42 centimeters. You do have a nice little hooded fibre optic at the front there, and an adjustable fibre optic at the rear. There's a little bit of grip on the body and on the handle, and the rail is 11mm as you'd expect, but it does have a block there to stop scope creep, which for some reason I've not pushed up against. Trigger is single stage, obviously not adjustable, and that's that. There isn't a rubberized butt pad, it's plastic to keep the cost down. Today, in keeping with the budget infill and the fact these are the only pellets I left at my uncle's, I will get some others. We've got some dome Spitfires to test the gun out, to see what a budget gun like this might achieve. One of the problems we do have is I've not been able to put my bigger scope on it because the rail is so short, so we've had to put this smaller Hawk scope. It probably will affect a little bit, but that's the gun, and that's what we're going to test out. Here we are, about to walk the range, actually outside of the tunnel. Thought I'd give a little outside perspective. Apparently this corrugated iron was replaced in 1990, so good 33 years ago. It come from some tank factory or something. I know it's something to do with the military, but God knows how my granddad or whoever it was that dealt with that at the time. But anyway, we're walking into the tunnel, and because we're on the Syntarg, we are going to go and shoot at 20 yards to start, freehand. That's our shooting position all the way back over there. This is the 20-yard mark. We're pretty confident we'll be able to hit stuff, judging by the targeting. The 30-yard, I'm a little less confident, but we'll try doing it without a rested position and see how that goes. And then the 40-yard, where I think the target, well, I don't know how I got the target in as well grouped as that. It's definitely more luck than judgment, but this, we'll have a go at it from a rested position. I think that's as best as I can say. This is clearly the happy range of the gun, and it's not really being tested too much at this range. One thing I forgot to mention is the auto safety on the rear. You can put that back into safe mode, which I suppose is a good feature if you was using this for a newbie or somebody that's just coming into shooting. I'm struggling a little bit here at 30, and I think the dominant issue is the balance of the gun. I mean, clearly it's light anyway, but all that weight is at the rear, and even though they've cut the shark fin stock in, which which I'm sure was to eradicate that issue, it still wants to go upwards when you're holding where the grip is. So it's hard to keep the gun pointed at what you're shooting at. Anything big, I feel I can hit it, but there really is a problem again with knowing how much elevation to give to make up for the lack of power. And I do feel this gun lacks consistency in and how hard it's shooting. But when you do hit something, it's very rewarding, especially the little things. But there is definitely some luck needed here. Obviously, better pellets might help, but I do think we're way past the limitations of the gun here.
Right, the Syntarg. Obviously it's a beginner's gun. It's light, as you'd expect it to be. This does make it a bit of a challenge. It's cheap and cheerful in the air rifle kind of range of things, but it's still good fun. And as you can see on the 20 yards, I couldn't really miss. It performed a lot better than I thought it would at 30 yards, and at 40, well, I'm just surprised I hit stuff, and I don't know how on earth I managed to get that target in that group from that range, because I could literally see from the sight the pellet going down. I could see it, I could see the angle of it coming across. It is what it is, I suppose. It's quite a good bit of fun. It's possible to hit stuff at 40, but anything small is a bit luck, and in the end I kind of gave up. It sounds alright. It's obviously very easy to cock because there's no power there. It would be a really good beginner rifle. I kind of keep it because I like variety, but I suppose if there was one gun that could go, this would be it. But I paid 45. I think they're about £100, something like that. If you was going to get somebody younger into shooting, it's a pretty good start. I wouldn't say it was super accurate, but it's accurate enough to get a really good grasp of how to set up a scope or how to use the fibre optics and just get into shooting. So yeah, that's the Syntarg.